teachers want to be able to make sure they can give their pupils a decent education. You simply can't do that in classes of 30, 35 or 40. And that's why I think the public will support our calls for strike action, because they know that we're actually trying to do something about it.
So what do you think is going to happen, Martin?
Well, I think Nigel's missing out on the urgency of the situation. As your report showed, we are looking at thousands of teachers facing the sack in the next few months, at a time when even the government's own figures show that we need 19,000 extra teachers in order to keep class sizes as they are at the moment as pupil numbers rise. And that's why I think there was that mood of militancy at the conference, a demand that something's got to be done. There are governors around the country so that they can't make the cuts that they're being asked to make. They're refusing to make those cuts. We've seen demonstrations all around the country, in London, in places like, we had 5,000 demonstrating in Taunton. There are parents saying to teachers, yes, we need something to be done, and therefore I think the call for a one-day strike will get support from teachers, and then the government are going to have to think very seriously about how they're going to respond to that.
Another racist attack in southeast London, not too far from where Stephen Lawrence was murdered. That a primary school teacher should be targeted has shocked the local community. And in 10 days' time, they will take part in a rally organised by the NUT, who are determined that racism should not divide schools.
The union and the local community wants to make sure it can oppose these attacks and show these racists that they are the people that are isolated, not Alison.
The action taken by teachers and lecturers across the capital on March the 28th has been an answer to all those faint hearts who said the trade unionists had no stomach for continuing the fight. Thousands took strike action across London, and getting on for 10,000 teachers and lecturers marched through the centre of town to the Department of Education. What March the 28th has shown is that the anger against the threat to make us work on to 68 or more, as well as the pay cuts that will start next month as the increased contributions begin, runs as deep as ever. Now that strike must be a springboard to further action.
Voor de plechtigheid in de St. Pauls waren 2000 gasten uitgenodigd. Niet alleen politieke vrienden, maar ook politieke tegenstanders uit de jaren 80. In de massa staat Martin, in de jaren 80 een jonge leraar en vakbondsman.
There was the miners' strike, there was a lot of youth unemployment. I lived in Liverpool for a while where there were riots along as there were within Brixton. So it was a time when things suddenly seemed to go downhill very quickly. She saved the country only for those with wealth. And the reality is what she destroyed was manufacturing industry. She destroyed the mines, and what is left was a financial bubble, which appeared to have saved Britain, but you look back now, it's a bubble that's burst, and she created that financial chaos, which is not just here in Britain, but across the world.
But of course, between us and the square and the park are the police, the water cannons, the thousands, tens of thousands of people have come onto the streets to show their defiance. They're absolutely filling the street that goes up to Taksim Square. Between us and the square is the police that adds the water cannon and tear gas to fire.
If you agree with me that we need a clear calendar of action, we need someone who's going to clearly speak up for teachers, and we need to defeat Gove's attacks, to defend education and to defend teachers, then please give me your support in the National Executive election in March and in the General Secretary election in June. Thank you very much for listening and for your support.